Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga, A Better Back. Back issues can be a real problem. 80% of us will experience significant back pain at some point in our lives. So the moves we do in this routine will help to keep our back strong and flexible, so hopefully we will not have to experience any of that. All you need is a good sturdy chair. Let's start by sitting tall and relaxed, breathing in and out 3 times together. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, inhale and exhale. Continue to sit nice and tall and slowly tilt your head to the right and then to the left. So starting with gentle moves through our neck and shoulders, creating space between opposite ear and shoulder. Now, whichever direction your head is tilting toward now, just hold there a little longer with the option of taking the same side hand up to the head and gently pulling a little deeper. Release. Slowly tilt your head the other way and either hold on its own or use your hand to gently deepen the stretch. Good, and release. Big breath in, arms lift overhead. As you exhale, rotate to your right, arms lowered down. Inhale up, facing forward. This time exhale and twist to your left. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, twist right. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, twist left. Again, inhale, facing forward. This time, exhale, rotate to the right and hold the twist, gazing over your left shoulder. So we're going to turn our head to the opposite side. Turn your head back to the right. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, rotate to your left and hold. And bring your gaze to the right. Turn back to your left. Inhale up one more time. And exhale your arms to goalpost position. Reach up nice and high. Bring your arms back down to goalpost. Pull your elbows back a little more if you can. And forward just a couple inches. Reach back up toward the ceiling. Lower back to goalpost. Pull your elbows back, feeling the chest stretch. And forward. Reach up. Pull down using your strong back. Open through the chest. Reset. One more time. Spine is long throughout the movements. Pull back. And relax your hands to your lap. Now we'll do some torso rolls, just easy circles, a few times one direction. Starting to ease out any tension there might be in our low back. Circles can be kind of small if your back's not feeling great today, or a little bigger if everything feels all right. Let's change direction of our circles. We'll do a few this way so we feel nice and balanced. And we'll meet back in the center, sitting tall once again. Now we're going to dive forward. Stack one hand on the other, round your back as you drop your chin to chest, then sit tall and drive your elbows behind you. Again, dive forward, creating that C shape in your spine. Sit tall and pull back. So notice we're stretching our back as we reach our arms forward and stretching our front as we pull our elbows back. So it's a big torso stretch, both directions. Let's do one more repetition. Bring your spine to neutral, both arms out in front, feet firmly on the floor. Then slowly tilt to your right and slowly tilt to your left. And as we tilt side to side, try to keep both glutes planted firmly on your chair. That takes a little bit more control than leaning side to side. Our back can work so many different ways, and we're going to experience that in this routine. Come to center and slowly twist to your right and slowly twist to your left. And we'll do a few more rotations, nice and slow. You can either keep your arms nice and close to your chest, or you can try punching across with one arm and punching across with the other. And you may notice that arm extension gets you to twist a little bit more deeply. But if you don't like it, you just keep your arms in place out in front of you. Finish up the one you're on. We'll meet back in the center. To warm up our arms a little more, let's start to circle our arms around, almost like a speed bag. To include some back in here, we're going to circle these speed bag arms all the way around one direction. When you get to the top, head the other way. And this is a nice way to warm up more than just one muscle group. We're getting the back here, we're getting our shoulders, we're getting our arms. And we'll relax. Next, we'll focus on working through our hands, fingers, and wrists. Start by bringing your arms up out in front of you, and then start to rotate your hands around. I call this one change the light bulb. You see why? We do this exact same movement whenever we have to change a light bulb, and it's a great way to work through our wrists. All right, now we'll bring our hands down and do a piano drill. So picture a piano keyboard in front of you, and with 2 fingers at a time, they are curved. You're going to be pressing downward, like you're pressing the keys of a piano. We're starting by going pretty slowly. Then we're going to speed it up and smooth it out a bit. And notice how that makes it a little bit more challenging. Good, relax. We'll bring our hands back in a moment, but for now, let's focus on our ankles. Feet on the floor. Start by lifting your ankles up, or your heels up, to work your ankles, and set back down. Heels lift and lower. Once you've got the feet flowing, let's add our hands, arms out in front. Fingers up when heels lift, fingers down when heels lower. So this way we can warm up more than just 2 joints at a time. We're working through wrists and ankles here. Now bring your hands back to your thighs. Lean forward, adding some pressure to your legs, and continue to lift and lower your heels. But now we're having to work and lift against a little bit of resistance. Make sure you're pressing into your legs here to make those heel lifts somewhat harder. And relax. Feet down, sit nice and tall. Next one is tricky. We're all going to do our best. Try just tapping your big toes on the floor, then just your pinkies on the floor. Big toes, pinky toes. And this absolutely requires some toe dexterity. I'm not doing it great, but Hopefully with practice, it gets a little bit better. All right, rest for a second. Next up, we are going to use our feet to draw our full name in cursive. Sounds a little funny, but it's a great way to work through your feet and ankles. So sit back a little bit, lift your feet off the floor, then we're off. Start to draw your full name. First, middle name if you have one, and last. And see how many different ways your feet have to move as you do this. And hopefully your name isn't super long. When you're done, you'll set your feet back to the mat and we'll work through our back a little bit more. Sitting tall, bring your fingertips behind your head. Lean forward, you're hinging from your hips. Rise back up. Hold at the top. Take your right arm across to the left. Bring it back. Your left arm across to the right. Bring it back. Hinge forward again. This one is called good morning. I think it's because you rise up like the sun. The reach across is called the serve. Picture a silver platter on your hand as you extend side to side. Hinge forward again. You should feel your low back working here. And then a gentle twist in the spine as you reach across. Let's do that one more time. Hinge forward, nice long back, rise up, reach across with your right, back in, and your left, back in. Relax your arms. Now lift your right leg up off the floor. You're going to hold the leg from underneath the thigh, then start to straighten your leg and rebend it. You may not feel comfortable straightening your leg all the way today. Sometimes our knees can be a little cranky. They don't want that full extension. So just extend as far as you feel comfortable doing. You can add a head nod with your leg raise, looking up as your leg straightens, looking down as it bends. And you can continue to hold from underneath your thigh, or you can let go and bring your hands behind your head and see how fun that is. I think it just got quite a bit harder. All right, come to neutral, set your foot down, side two. Lifting up the left leg, we'll at least start by holding from underneath the thigh, and then beginning to straighten and bend. See how this side feels. Quite often, one side does not feel exactly like the other, so you always want to tune in to see how your body feels, each side in the moment. Maybe we add the head, lift, and lower. Maybe we bring our hands behind our head and continue lifting and lowering the leg on its own. And we'll finish and set down. Shake everything out. Getting ready to come to our feet if you feel comfortable doing so today. If you prefer to stay seated, you'll just follow along using the arm movements. So if you're standing, come to your feet. We'll start with the chair to our right. First position we come to will be warrior one. I'm just going to show you this from the side. It's a little easier to see. Take your outside foot, that would be your left foot. Big step back. Set the foot on the floor and notice my foot is angled a little bit. It's coming out about 45 degrees. Your front knee will bend. Your back leg stays long. If this foot placement does not feel good to your foot, your knee, your hip, you're just going to lift that heel into a lunge position. Otherwise, traditional warrior one, foot is down. All right, continue holding here and we'll decide where to set our hands. We can either hold on to the chair with one hand, or we can try bringing palms together. We can hold on to the chair with one hand as the other arm reaches up, Or we can try reaching up with both hands. Wherever you are, stand nice and tall and strong. And enjoy Warrior One for a few more seconds. Relax your arms down, step forward with the back foot. Keeping your weight over your inside leg closest to the chair, take your outside foot and tap it to the side and bring it back in. Tap to the side, back in. Notice when I tap to the side, my inside knee has to bend a little bit. So what I'm not doing is coming out to the side with the leg. I'm sending it away. You should feel your inside leg a whole lot more than your outside leg. And that's the point of this exercise, is to strengthen that one leg. Hold in, stand tall. Outside knee now lifts forward and sets down. And we'll lift and lower in a very slow, controlled way. So we're using muscle instead of momentum. If you feel pretty stable, you can let go of the chair as you lift and lower. But it's there if you need it. Let's lift and lower a couple more times. This last lift, though, we're going to hold. Either hold the leg on its own, or you can hold from underneath for a little bit of support. Set your foot down. Then we'll come to figure 4. You can either cross your outside foot over the inside shin and then sink into figure 4 like this, or you can bring the foot above the knee and sink into figure 4. So figure 4 are great for stretching through the hip, but you may very well feel your standing leg a little bit more here because it's supporting all our body weight doing figure 4 standing. We'll do figure 4 seated later on, which you'll be able to probably enjoy a little bit more. Rise back up, uncross, and set down. Now, step wide, chair is close by. Turn your right foot to the chair. Your left foot faces forward, so our feet are facing different directions. We're setting up for triangle pose. Bring your arms out to your sides, then tilt towards your chair. Maybe your fingertips reach the seat of the chair, but if that feels a little too much, they can hover above the chair. It is more important to keep your torso open than to collapse forward and get lower toward the chair. So keep that in mind. Big side stretch. Rise back up and relax your arms. Now we'll turn to face our chair and come to down dog. Set your hands on the seat of the chair. Back your feet up a little bit. Keep your legs nice and long, maybe a soft bend in the knees. And just hold here for a moment and enjoy the stretch. To come out of down dog, step towards your chair and slowly round all the way up to standing. Next, you'll come behind your chair. So your chair is going to be in front of you. I'm just going to pretend my chair is in front of me so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Start by setting your hands on the back of your chair. Take a little squat, then circle your right arm back. Little squat and circle your left arm back. And if you find that you don't need the chair for balance, you can bring your hands to your hips. They don't have to be big squats, but I do encourage you to do as big a circle with your arms as feels okay in your shoulder today. If your shoulder feels kind of pinchy, make the circles smaller or bend your elbow a little bit more. But we want to try to maintain as much range of motion as we can in our shoulders. This will be our last one of these for now. Hands back on the back of your chair. Take your right foot, cross it behind your left, reset. Left foot crosses behind the right, reset. So it's essentially a curtsy lunge. So you can continue holding on to the back of your chair for support, or you can take same side arm as leg is crossing back overhead. One more. And rest. All right, now we'll work our way to the other side of our chair. So chair will now be on your left, and we'll come to warrior one once again. You still face forward. I'm going to turn side so you can see. Step back with your right leg, foot on the floor at that angle. Back leg stays straight as I bend the front knee. If you don't like that foot placement, remember you can lift the heel and hold a lunge instead. Now the hands. You can hold on to the chair. You can bring your palms together. You can hold on as one arm reaches up, or reach both arms up toward the ceiling. Hopefully you're feeling very strong. Warrior 1, 2, and 3 are all very strong positions to hold, using a lot of muscles, including the back right here. All right, relax. Bring your foot forward. Keeping the weight on the inside leg, we'll tap our right foot out to the side and back in again. Remember, we're slightly bending our knee as we send the right leg away. Great way to strengthen our thighs and our glutes. That'll be our last one to the side. Now knee lifts. Right knee lifts and lowers. Doesn't have to be really high, but I do encourage you to do it slowly. Maybe we can let go of the chair and test our balance. And it's okay if you're wobbling a little bit, right? It's our body figuring it out. 2 more lifts, then we're going to try to hold this last knee lift. Option again to hold from underneath or on its own. And relax. We deserve a stretch after that. Figure 4, either across the shin or above the knee. Bend your standing knee as you sink your hips back. Hopefully feeling a wonderful stretch here in your right hip. Rise up, uncross, set down, triangle pose. So chair is right next to you. Step nice and wide. Left foot faces the chair, right foot faces forward. Arms out to your sides. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Toward the chair, maybe touching, maybe not. Definitely keeping chest open. Top shoulder stacks over bottom shoulder. Rise back up. Arms relax. Turn to face the seat of your chair. Set your hands there. Step back a little bit till you come to our chair version of down dog. To come out of down dog, step towards your chair and slowly rise up. Come behind your chair once again. We're going to do the exercises we did behind our chair one more time. Just pretend my chair is out in front. Hands start on the back of your chair. Little squat, then we circle our left arm around first this time, and then our right arm. I always like to give the left side its chance to start first. I have a child who's left-handed and they have a hard life. So remember, circles are as big as they comfortably can be, no pinching or pain. Let's do one more with the left arm circling and one more with the right. Next will be our cross back lunges. We'll start with our left leg. Cross back, reset. Right leg back, reset. These cross back lunges kind of hit the hip and outer thigh muscles a little bit more than regular squats and lunges. Option once again to reach one arm up and over. They also test our balance a little bit, even if you've got one hand on the chair. Cross back one more time and rest. Still behind your chair, widen your stance, turn out from your hips. So your feet are kind of aiming for the corners of the room. Stand tall, plie. So we're going to bend our knees and rise up again. You can hold on to your chair for support, or you can bring your hands to your hips. Plie squats look different than regular squats because we don't send our glutes behind us. We keep our glutes tucked under. Like there's a wall behind us and we're sliding down that wall. These are great for targeting the inner thigh muscles. Let's go down and up a couple more times. We'll hold at the top. Transfer your weight to your right foot. The big toe of the left foot is on the floor, both hands on the back of your chair. You have the option to lift one arm up, maybe the other arm up, maybe one hand down and the foot up, maybe both arms and one foot. Just don't lift up both feet, please. And sit down. We have side two. Shift your weight to your left foot. Big toe on the floor for now. Both hands on your chair for now. Do you want to send one arm up? Both arms up. One arm up with foot up. Or both hands and one foot. Our 5-pointed star. And sit down. Oh, shake it out. That one was a challenge for strength and for balance. We cannot do a back-focused routine without including at least one version of cat and cow. So that is coming next. You have the option of setting your hands on the back of your chair, kind of backing up a little bit, or hands to your thighs. So set your hands where you'd like them. Then begin by inhaling, arching through your back and gazing up. Exhale, round your back and gaze down. Inhale to lift and arch. Exhale to lower and round. Follow your breathing pace here. We'll do this several more times. The next time your spine is in a rounded position, continue to round all the way up till you're standing tall. Next is a 4-part flow that works the back in so many ways. Bring your feet a little wider than hip distance and soften your knees. Sweep your hands or your arms forward as your back rounds. Pull your arms back as your spine arches. Bring your spine to neutral and reach over to your right and reach over to your left. Come back to center. Sweep arms forward, your back is rounding. Pull your arms back, your back is arching. Come to neutral before you stretch right and stretch left. We'll flow through that a couple more times. Sweep forward, pull back, reach to your right, reach to your left. One more time. I hope this feels amazing. So good to work our back gently like this with control. Come to center, arms rest, feet come in, and we'll have a seat back in our chair. We'll do a little bit more work for our back as well as the upper and lower body. Set your hands on your thighs. Hinge forward just a little bit, maintaining that long back. You're welcome to stay centered, or if you want some gentle twist here, take your right elbow up toward the ceiling, twisting through the back just a bit. Reset your hand down. Left elbow up, back down. So you really shouldn't do major twists when you're in a major hip hinge. So we're just doing very mild movement here. And that will be our last one. Sit tall, bring your palms together. Big breath in as your arms reach up, then open into cactus, your spine arches. Exhale, arms up, palms together, back down to your heart. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, up and down. Let's do that a couple more times. Up and open, up and down. Last one. And up and down. Now we will stretch lower body. Crisscross your legs, either bringing your knees together or knees apart. The first move we'll do is a twist, so that might help you decide where to set your knees. For the twist, I'm going to bring my knees together. Sit tall, then rotate to your right and gaze over your right shoulder. And we'll hold this one for several seconds. So settle in. Untwist, facing forward. Next will be figure 4. I promised you a seated version. So your knees can stay together or you can bring them apart. No matter what, sit tall. Then hinge forward till you feel, hopefully, a lovely stretch in your right hip. And take a couple more slow, deep breaths here. And rise up. Uncross your legs, and we'll repeat on side 2. So crisscrossing our legs, either together or apart for the rotation first, this time twisting to the left. Untwist, face forward. Keep your legs where they are or change for figure 4 stretch. Sit a little taller and hinge forward. You might notice one hip feels a little tighter than the other when you stretch in figure 4. Make a mental note of that and maybe stretch that tighter side later on today. Rise up, uncross, set down. The next exercise is designed to stretch the quadricep muscles in the front of the thigh and the hip flexors at the top. So you're going to scooch over to the right edge of your chair so you can drop your right knee down toward the floor. If you feel the stretch already, you're just going to stay here. If you don't feel it quite enough, you can always extend that leg behind you a little bit more. You can either hold as is or take your right arm up and over to the side. So really opening up the front of the right leg and the right side of the body. Lower your arm back down, slide your right leg forward or go right to the other side, scooching to the left, then dropping the left knee down, either holding it straight down or maybe sliding that leg back a little bit more, maybe holding center or taking our left arm up and over. Lower down and ease your leg forward, coming to the center of your chair. Our last back stretch is going to look very individualized for each of us. If you have any medical conditions where you've been told not to have a big forward fold, you are going to stay up a little higher with your hands on your thighs, just holding that nice rounded back. If you feel safe to do so, you can separate your feet and come a little deeper in your forward fold. Maybe all the way toward the floor. So ease your way into your back stretch now. We all have a rounded back. We're all listening to our backs. Then slowly rise up back to that neutral spine. Shake everything out. I hope your back is feeling wonderful as well as every single part of your body. Let's end our practice today with breathing exercises. I like to have a different breathing exercise for each routine. For our better back routine, it is the box breath, where we inhale for a count of 4, we hold our breath for a count of 4, we exhale for 4, and we hold for 4. I will use my hand as a guide. You don't have to. You can just keep your hands down and relaxed. Starting with the inhale, in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you get more comfortable with box breathing, you can try inhaling for a count of 5 or 6, kind of working your way up to those slower, deeper breaths. All right, I always like to end practice with just deep breathing. So sitting tall, big breath in through your nose, big breath out through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. Once more, breathe in and breathe out. I truly hope your back does, in fact, feel better after working it, strengthening it, and stretching it today, as well as every muscle in the body. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll be back again.